Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. Got my eyes on you, and you got no clue what I'm supposed to do. I can't help myself. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. You wouldn't take what's not yours, if you know who I am. When the night will fall, I'll haunt your dreams. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. Till I'm complete. Piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece. Guns, if I had you on my side, come and seal your fate till the end of my desire. And the way you talk, it make the city shine dark. I'll go to hell for you if you want me to. It burns like
those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane and I am your resident idiot for tonight, guiding you through this crazy world we call crypto, which is about to make a lot of you guys some life-changing money. Today is November 15th, so we head into a holiday celebrated here in America called Thanksgiving. Woke up in a thankful, gratuitous mood today, and I like that. I like the days I wake up like that, because it just makes it a good day. They're the best days. And whether you got a lot or whether you just got a little, whether you're just barely hanging on, you are alive today. There's the breath of life that is flowing in and out of your body. And that's something to be grateful for. And just know that whatever that the future may hold, good or bad, whatever situation we find ourselves in, could always be so much more worse. But that's not what we came here to talk about today. We came here to talk about crypto. And today I've got a list of some coins that we'll go over quickly. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time because these things are ready to pop off. They're showing some great signs. So the good things that I can say right now, Bitcoin made a comeback. This orange line was our original line there. This was my little backup line on the weekly. We never had to come to it. Dipped below that orange line, making us say, oh man, don't come back to this pattern, Bitcoin. Don't do it. It's not good. But no, it fooled us. Market makers, did a lot of little squeezes there to get all those nice juicy shorts out of the way and get some of those stop losses out of the way, a little stop loss hunt, and then started moving the money to the upside like it's supposed to do. And this is huge. This is the first sign of many, many bright rainbow sunshiny days ahead of us when it comes to crypto. And I hope that you guys are seeing, hey man, I think we're doing the right thing here. Because you're starting to see some differences. And if you've been hodling, if you've been building those bags, and we're on Bitcoin here, back when we were down 15,000, nobody wanted to touch anything. Everybody's scared. You're nibbling, you're buying, and you're just nibbling anywhere through all of here. Even now, if you're nibbling, you're not doing bad because your chances of losing are much, much lower than your chances of winning at this point. And let's just throw it out there. Let's say if it just goes to crap and the market comes back, just gives you a chance to just buy a little more, because eventually we're going to do what we're doing a whole lot more and a whole lot quicker. This is very bullish to me, and I keep maintaining that this is very much the same situation that we found ourselves in 3 years ago. However, not on that chart, because MEXC was not there. When Bitcoin does this glorious, are you not on here too? I get to draw it again, people. Oh no, it's right here. It's not in orange. My bad. A very similar situation we found ourselves in 3 years ago. We're just running a few weeks behind, but right now, we're in this area where we were about the end of October, possibly. This could be what we're seeing. We might be seeing a nice run up. Will it be as crazy as this one, which was really like just the kickoff of the actual bull market? I think it's a little too early for that, but hey, who knows? There's a lot of institutional FOMO in there, just like there was just a little taste of the institutional FOMO when Michael Saylor came out, brave soul as he is. You got to show respect for Michael Saylor. He jumped out there and said, we're putting Bitcoin on our balance sheet. It is the predatory asset. There is no better. And we're going to buy highs all the way to the top. And by gosh, if he didn't do it. And that's just sexy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I need to make a habit of coming over here sooner so you guys can tell me if you can hear me or not, because I might be muted or I might have a black screen. Might have went dark over here. We've got Strega, who just beats everybody here. Strega, my right-hand man. With Leandro Carbon. Hey, Leandro, the OG. Road dog. Got Grizz in the house. My man Grizz. It's not blank. Little green, but my bags pump. They do not. Uh-oh. We gotta find a way to, well, what we'll be going over tonight are some opportunities for some bag pumping. We spent our time accumulating. Now we're in the trading zone, and this could be fun for swing trades. And the trader in you, and maybe even some of you leverage traders, but I'm telling you right now, it's straight out gambling. Even I do it too, but I do it in small amounts because it's straight out gambling. Most of your money is going to be made slowly, and then suddenly it's not so slow. It starts looking good. It's like, ooh, I didn't know that number could go that high so quick. Do this on the spot market. That's where the majority of your money should be, is in spot. Just my personal opinion. It's just a proven success way to do this. This is the way most of your OGs are doing it. The perpetual futures are fun, but it is a casino. It is a casino, and most people just, you know, you're not seeing what's really going on there. Bobby C says, man, you guys seen Casper's pump today? Yes, and that's why I've been buying Casper like crazy on the low lows, even on the high highs when it went high. All below 9 cents, I was nibbling every chance I got. Stacking orders. I missed the early part, but once I saw the beauty of it and then realized, hey man, this thing really is getting ready to freaking moon. I'm not gonna be satisfied with the bag I got. I'm gonna want more. So, and we'll go over Casper too. It has been crazy. Vandal says, hi Lane, wouldn't it be a good sign if Bitcoin dumps to 31.8 to start pumping from there? Well, not with the setup that we got now, but I wouldn't put it past it coming back to do that. The setup that we got now really does give us a nice run up, probably about 40, right up here. I've got a measure move right just under $47,000. And we could get a kind of a quicker move up there, but eventually, yeah. And let's go to this chart. This is my Bitcoin. This is micro Bitcoin futures, right? Let's clear this off, and I can just go over this principle here. We're at a really cool stage in this market. Elite. So we just do this real simple horizontal resistance. That was one level we were on, and we had this top over here, right? Let's blow this little guy up. We don't need indicators or anything to look at this. We had this little guy over here, and then we retested that, and we came back down. That is a key level. That's 24.8, just right under 25,000, right around in that area. And we played around in that range for a while. I love us looking for a possibility of it going downward, especially us being close to a cloud, which I'm not sure if we were on the weekly. I usually follow that on the weekly. But the same thing happened here, right? To the left, we got this little area, and then we started having trouble there. So that's our we've just been stepping up to this step, to this step. Now we can definitely, this is around 30,000 or 31,000. We can definitely come back and test those areas. And at some point, I'm sure that we will. Because we are definitely having some resistance right up here at 46,000. And this should be a really interesting area, just right at 40,000, that psychological resistance right there, a psychological number. But look what's going on with our moving averages here. 9 just crossed the 200 here on the 3-day. That's a bullish. That's probably even a little bit more bullish. That's more bullish for short term than when you wait for the golden cross of the 50 over the 200. And so all the signs are pointing that we've really got a good chance to actually go parabolic right here. And this was a bearish pattern, and we're starting to break up to the upside. We've pretty much confirmed it on the daily. It's safe to still, kind of feel it out over the next few days until we get this, the 3-day candle in, and then maybe even the weekly. We get a weekly candle close above this. Actually, we almost got it on the weekly. It's almost, that might even qualify. We go from candle bodies to candle bodies. That might even qualify. It's looking good, looking good. But yeah, eventually, when we get rejected at 40 or maybe 46, we may come back and test this here at 31. And I'm kind of anticipating maybe February for that. That's just my off the head speculation and comparing it to how the market's moved previously. Maybe December could see something like that. Like late December, mid to late probably, or December could turn out to be a banging month. But I'm sticking with this pattern. Bear trap and broke up to the upside, and that means number can go seriously up. And if you just pull a Fibonacci, it's giving us 48,725 as our 618 Fibonacci, where we could probably expect a lot of resistance. But there's also this other area that we could reach too, 57. I know that sounds crazy right now. It sounds absolutely nuts. Crazy moon boy, moon dog. What? Call you moon dog. I'm just saying, this is just what the charts are saying. Doesn't mean it's going to be a straight up. Doesn't mean it's not going to be a struggle. There's definitely been a struggle over here before. But we're already in bull market prices where we were. It's not even time for us to be here. We're here. And we're going. And the whole world is starting to get bullish finally on Bitcoin and crypto. A day that back in 2014, 2015, 2016, all through there is like, man, I don't know. 2017, when Bitcoin made the news, when it started hitting 17,000, drew eyes to it. Then last market with the pandemic and everything, it stole the show. Everybody started seeing the beauty of Bitcoin and crypto. She said a cuss word. You need to turn her in. Shame on you. Slap her hand. This is a family channel. But, so getting back to this, this is the area that we should have been accumulating for investors, the best part. And all your altcoins, and some of them are still in these bottom territories. Some of them are in some great places to kind of nibble in, because this chart here tells us that the number going up, we got a bounce on our altcoins right here. We were looking for a bounce there. We got it. Now we're at a higher high. And this is only the small part of the much bigger picture, which is just extremely bullish as crap. Bitcoin dominance is coming down. It's coming up a little bit, getting a little rejection over here, hopefully, but overall coming down, which is helping us out. And over here, US Tether dominance, they've been selling, they took profits into Tether and then they turned right around and started buying right back. Now they're getting rid of their dirty Tether because the dollar is losing value. All right, and so now with what we've got going on in the market, what we can see is what's going on in the daily. This is a prime opportunity for trading, for swing trading, for setups. Maybe something you want to swing trade for, you know, a few days, a few weeks. Some of them may take a few months. There might be some lame ducks in there, slow movers, but I've got some that are showing signs that are getting ready to pop off. I want to share those guys with you, and then we can start looking at our own coins and stuff and celebrating the gains that we made, because my Thor bag, my Rune bag, has passed up my Ethereum bag, which was my largest altcoin altogether. Crazy. Drink that blue water. That's why you act so funny, is that blue water. Nice giant candle today. And look here for Bitcoin. This is on MBT futures, but they got that green light on the daily there. Baby, we're riding above the 9. This is the time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let me turn back to the chat one more time. See what's going on over here with you guys. But you're right in front of me. Strega says, I'm going to be too stubborn to get into Caspa. There will be pullbacks, but it may be a minute. She's too busy working on a parabolic move right now. Kalish, hey, how's it going? I did convince Grizz to get Cask way back. Grizz, you got it way back. You doing? Yeah, that was a smart move. I started following it around, what, about 3 cents, I think? But I didn't really start, and I kicked myself because all those times it was under 5 cents, and I'm like, I'm just waiting for this big bullish setup, and I'm like, why didn't you buy more then? Why didn't you buy more? So when she started popping off over 5 cents and all that, I'm like, we need to work on something here. Kalish made a bunch out of standing calls. Go Kalish. Uh-oh. Leandro says, seems I have to wait now. Don't know what that's about. Always a new greatest world-changing coin. G-Fowl and Dion, some of my degens too. G-Fowl looks good. It hasn't really taken off yet. It's still in a good zone to kind of build a little bag of it, I think, personally. Degens assemble. All right. So let me go over some that are, it's like a swing trade. But these are the ones where the 50's crossing the 200. That's the buy zone. Now, this has already happened on these, or it's getting ready to. And some of these you've already seen. I've got so many coins. Let's see if we can get through them all. We're going to go over V-Chain on the daily. Look, we already had her cross there and already had the pullback. This is the buy signal. This official buy signal right here. She's getting ready to go up and do something. I got a 618 Fibonacci up here at 25 cents. As soon as she recovers that 9 moving average, she's good to go. But the big thing was this bigger picture here. But since she's crossing over here, man, this means that it is up. I mean, I'm looking for 3.2 cents. I'm not looking for these little small things. I'm actually looking for it to come back up here and start retesting this area. See if it comes up to 3.1 cents. That's 47% move. And if she does what she's supposed to do, make a higher high, you know, you could look at 70 cents. But this was one that you want to seriously consider to have for a bull run. If you don't have a bag of V-Chain, a few $100 in V-Chain or something just sitting there, you're going to feel kind of silly when this thing starts hitting around 30 cents. And, you know, it does that. So it's still in a great accumulation area right here. Got a lot of lines here, man. Don't cloud it all up. But I like what this one is doing, and what we're working on is getting up here to make a big double bottom, which has a even bigger move. Up to 5 cents. Now think about it where it is. It's at just over 2 cents and we're going to 5. It will take it a while to get there. But when it does, and it will still go higher than 5, trust me. That's 133%. I mean, it'd be a nice little moon bag, but this one's more like a longer term play. This one will probably take a good 2 to 3 months to maybe play out. To maybe she's a little of a slow mover, but when she does move, she does very good. Now, sometimes we talk about XRP, but it is also another one that's got the daily cross there. Now, a lot of people are looking for it to come down, and it definitely can. I would look at this 50 moving average as a possibility. It broke to the downside of a bearish pattern, so testing this area on XRP about 56 cents, buy zone, and then your buy signals here. It means buy that next retest. So if you've been looking for where should I get some XRP, if you want XRP, I'm currently like selling some off right, and you will have been. I got it stacked up on here, taking a list of profits as the price goes up. We get a nice trade out of this, and it just going back up to 82 cents is a 48% gain. But this one's going to take a little patience. That means we're waiting for price to come down to this area and get a bounce, jump into XRP because it's getting hot. Neo just got its golden cross right there. We're getting a bounce off the 21. That may be as far down as we come. Still, if you want to play it and you're trying to do a long-term swing trade, what I recommend is layering in, put the bulk of your orders, figure out, let's say if you got $100, let's make this easy. If you got $100 you want to put in this, well, I probably want to put more like a 35 down here, maybe 25 here, maybe 15, I want to stack it up, and then as price comes, you know, I just kind of dip that wick into the wax jar. What am I saying? I just kind of dip it in there and build up my bags that way. That's one way that I like to accumulate on some of these plays. On that way, that comes down, it's doing you a favor, but XRP, I mean, if you see what's going on, we've also got a double bottom scenario here too. It's kind of a wilder shaped one. But safely we can anticipate that we're going to jump up a level and start playing, or Neo, it's not XRP, it's Neo, sorry. $21 area, start playing with that zone and higher. Actually, I'm gonna put that right there. That 618's beautiful, $20.78. Possibly up here, 2471. Great areas, but if you wanted a long range target for Neo, $36 is not out of the question. I remember when you wasn't there, baby. I remember that was a hangout place for you. Who's staying out there, man? I remember. This one is getting ready to rock. And it already had, we've been waiting. We've been waiting for this. Last time it did have one over here, and it got a nice pump from $8 all the way to $15 and went a little bit sideways. Could we see something like that now? Maybe, but we're getting ready for some much bigger moves. QTUM, QTUM just got its big daily cross here. Again, buy signal, so buy the pullback. It may be on its pullback as it came down, retested the 21, and now it's bumping above the 9. She may be traveling right now. It looks very much like a nice bull flag, bull pennant. 57% chance that this one breaks up to the upside and starts working on this goal toward 472 for QTUM. You can buy the breakout or buy the retest of the breakout. And we're looking. Oops, get you right up there now. And a stop loss about 10% under that last wick there. Under here, because if price comes down lower than that, this is done. This is not going to work. So you're getting out at just the perfect spot. We'll wait for a breakout up here, and the risk reward ratio is 4.76 to 1. 42% gains possible. Actually, probably a little bit more there. 43. Pretty nice, and that's just on the daily. But if you look on the bigger scale there. And we can estimate a possible move up to this area, about 581 right through there. Look left and see if we got some confluence, and we do with what was at one time support areas. So possibly even a bigger move coming out of that from a much bigger pattern. Actually, it's kind of cool when you get a triangle breakout and then you get a flag pattern on top of it. That's usually a good sign for much bigger moves. That, for anyone getting in and wants to ride it up that high, be a 78% gain. And that would be almost a 9 to 1 risk to reward ratio there. Pretty awesome. Now there's some other ones that are getting ready to cross. We may want to take a look at those, but before we do, I don't think we looked at waves. Don't want to forget about waves. It's trying to buy the breakout area here of this. It's already on its way up to $3.28. She's at $2.39 now. I got a measure move just right under $4 where we are headed there. Shabla. You might even see 418 in that area. Maybe. So she is on the move. There may be a pullback. I don't see it yet because she just got the green light to just shoot on up today. Starting to flirt with some other highs. Some area that she needs to get above is 289. Another 50 cents there. But even on the 4 hour for this one, she's ready to go. She's hot to trot. The buy signal has not... Oh, it's just now happening. It's just happening today. The buy signal just happened today for Waves. Waves is moving up. She's getting ready to explode. Nice moves there. Most likely to come out of Waves. All right, now the ones that are getting ready. Here's one I don't know that we talked about very much at all. Harmony 1. She's a few days in, but we're looking for, we're anticipating that cross to happen. So if you feel antsy, want to degen a little bit, try to get in before the rest of the crowd figure, hey man, this thing's getting ready to pop. Here you go. And this one might make a good midterm hold. Because you can see a lot of them were getting double bottom scenarios here, right? And we get kind of a typical neckline. We got a mixture of patterns here. We got something along the lines of this. Can we do something like, do you work? That works nice. Well, that works nice. I can make sure those point up and see where we go. Oh, there we got something there. You didn't make it up high enough. Nice, okay. 40 cents looks interesting to me after seeing that.
I wish I didn't have to give into the pressure. Oh. 'Cause I just wanna call my friends and see what they're doing tonight. It doesn't have to be so special.
Now that one's a little difficult to take a fib from, but I'm going from our trend line here, that being the top, lining that up. Seems to match up fairly well here. 618, the 5, 382, the 236 area. Where we are right now, we just got to maintain above 1.63 cents. We get above that, we're golden for some much bigger areas here. Notably that 1618, or that 618. And what kind of gains are we talking about here? A safe way to play this would be to wait for the breakout. Like I said, the buy signal's not happening yet. It's going to. If you front run this, that's on you. If you wait for the breakout, you can put your stop loss kind of tight inside the pattern there. It's best if you can, if you see something and it comes back, that's an even safer place or a place you can add to your trade. This one you might have to have a little bit bigger stop loss than normal, just depending on where you get in, but we're looking at a possible. Come on now. It going over to the 618 Fibonacci area right there at 2.8 cents, 66% return. And what we're really looking for is something like this, a pullback and then higher. So there's possibilities for a nice midterm hold here, not just a trade. I'd be looking at this area about 4.9 cents, just under a nickel, as a nice area to kind of target for a longer term play. If that does play out, that's a nice, almost a nice 2x. That one will take a while, but definitely worth it, as you see we're kind of doing the double bottom scenario there. And that also has a measured move, because that would be more of your top. Giving us confidence at this area that we were looking at right around 5 cents. So we got two things telling me that we got a strong chance to head to 5 cents on this guy. That's a 2x for you midterm holders. That's how you turn $100 into $300, or $1,000 into $3,000. And that is one. Come over and check with you guys in the chat here. Does anyone have some favorite low cap meme coins they're counting? And WSM, Grok, Blue Hundreds. Here's one that's just now got its cross, its win. This is, we got the right one? Let me make sure I got the right. It shouldn't wink. It should be wink. It's about to cross. That's I was like, shit, this is my not crossed yet. So it's kind of a little wishy-washy thing channel there. We're looking for this continue to break to the upside, and it's starting to get above its resistance area there. So this one has got a lot more upside in my personal opinion. We can get a measure move here. Area that we can look for it to probably come to is 0.001225. We can also do our little fib magic here. You're actually up there, aren't you? See how that works. You did that, you did that. I would go with that. The possibility of 0.00015. This one doesn't look like much, but when she starts going, she starts moving. She likes to move up fast and heavy when she does. And this is what it was like in the long bowl of accumulation before 2019 up to 2020, when things started popping off a little bit. And we're kind of doing that kind of stuff right now. But pretty soon we should be seeing a nice move after this on this one. CKB is one that's also in the preliminary stages of a golden cross on the daily. So these setups are more for your swing traders. And that golden cross happens to occur right at a key support and resistance area just under 3/10 of a cent. When that happens, there might be a pullback on this. Don't be surprised by that. It means buy the next pullback. Meaning they're anywhere right through here, thereabouts at 0.031, 0.0033 would be a nice area to go with. If she starts breaking down higher from here, let's say, screw you, Road Dog, I'm going to go ahead and go up. I'm not going to come back to your little buy zone because I don't do that all the time. You're not going to tell me what to do. If she's that bullish and that mouthy, you just catch her up here and then you ride it, and that would be a very nice move. That will be an extremely nice move, taking us up to some nicer highs. I anticipate she'll probably come back at least to her 21 moving average. That's just what I'm looking for. Could be totally wrong. But if I'm wrong, it just means that whoever's in it's making money a lot out there. Good target, in my opinion, would be 0.0005. 0.005836 if you're a little, rambunctious. If you want to play this route, put it in your wallet and forget about it. See what $100 gets you, or $25 or whatever. $2,000. I don't know what you guys do. 0.0079 in that area would be a great place for it to make a higher high, as this is one of these setups that will slowly make its way up to make what? Another big, huge double bottom that leads to it recovering. Where'd your line go? What's up here? Let's move the screen. Stop drawing. I just gave you a bunch of memory. Act like you got it. Means it can recover all this. All this. There's no support there, people. It means a straight up groovy move up here to a penny, maybe 1.1 penny, right up through there. This one can make some damage potentially. CKB. It's at, for your midterm holders, man, where do you want to buy this thing, man? It's at the bottoms. It's doing a double bottom, getting ready to show you, hey baby, I'm getting ready to do something. I'm going to do something big. And I would say screw it on those targets. I would start looking at 1.1 cents for this little guy. I think that's an awesome target for a midterm hold, longer term play. What kind of move are we looking at here? I think I'm going to move some money over to BitUnix, and I'm not sure how much. I want to start out a small account. What I would think, somebody just wanted to dabble with crypto and see how big it can take it. I don't know if I'm making 100. That'd be a big challenge. That's supposed to be the most hardest challenge of all, is take 100 and go from there. Maybe 500, maybe 1,000. I don't know. Maybe you guys can make a suggestion. That's a nice 200x. Or 200%. Risk reward ratio would vary. I think that looks good. Around 10-12% looks good. And that's just getting started. It could actually go up a little higher. I mean, we got this area to test. And then we got this possible area up here at 0.017. And that could be a nice 344% move. This one is going to be the nicest one to go with. That would be the quickest move. From here, it can get rejected to do some other stuff. Opportunity cost, that kind of thing. But it looks like once it gets past this 0.007 area, we got a good shot going straight up from there. That's one to pay attention to, I think. Another one maybe to put on your radar is ONT, Ontology. That's going on right now, just now getting that cross. So this one's getting ready to take off. Now you could try to buy it somewhere between 19. It's currently at 23 cents. You come down on the 4 hour. Bouncing it. Judging from here, we lost our 50, came down, bounced off the 100. She may go sideways for a little while. She may be coming down and touch this 200 now. We touched that 100. We might touch this 200. So around 20 cents might be a good area to kind of look for. She's getting a little bit weak there for a pullback. But overall, she's getting ready for some nicer, bigger moves. Did I say? Oh, it's on the daily here. The daily getting the golden cross, that is a buy signal. So if she does do a pullback, pretty awesome. Same thing we're looking at for a bunch of these others. Let's get to a 3-day time frame. They're all making these big, huge double bottoms, which will start to run up to the butt line, the butt crack line here at 35 cents. Now for CKB to do that, let's say if it does come back to 20 cents, that's a nice 73% gain. If somebody was to FOMO in, I'm telling you not to, don't FOMO in. We're finding some resistance at this 200 moving average here on the 3-day. Pretty soon that 9's going to cross over that, hopefully. We want to see that. We don't want to see it get rejected. We want to see it cross over that. That would be the safest bet. I would recommend on this one to wait till we get above that 200 on the 3-day. That's how I would actually set up this. Hey man. Hey man. That could do some damage there. That'd be nice. Yep. Yeah, I'll just close my eyes and kiss you like I mean it. You're a bad dream, but I'm into it now. Yeah, I'll just close my eyes and kiss you in the backseat on the highway in the taxi home. Ontology might have a good little setup there. Could get you a moon bag with that, 100% return. Let's come down to the 4 hours, see what that looks like. That's too big, I can't see crap. So yeah, it needs to break out above that. So if this is actually flagging out here and going to do some damage, this would be a breakout trade. I think a breakout trade would be your safest bet, because if you try to front run it, it can get rejected, and that might not be any fun. The breakout trade wants to go to 32 cents. And that's a 38% return. But it would make a nice, possible nice midterm hold there. A nice one that you could moonbag, and this one did go up to, where were we at? About $3? It's got some potential there. Monero was starting to look interesting. I'm not in Monero, but it was starting to look kind of interesting on the chart, so I figured we'd go over it. Bitfinex, I guess we can look here. It's already got its bullish cross there on the daily. But it's been doing, let's go to the weekly. It's been doing some accumulation here. Looking nice. So she's also, it's at its bottoms. It's kind of changed direction here. It's this now. Not liking, I'm looking for a channel is what I'm doing. I'm not finding anything solid there yet. It's there, I just can't. And it should identify with this angle. Unless we're starting to break that channel, or we're starting to tilt up on that, because this one's fairly valid. So what we got was a pullback to the 236 here. I'm sorry, I did that totally wrong. We got pullback to the 786 here. Oh, that sounded wrong. Bottom area here. There's a good possibility it's going to stay in this range though for a little while. But it's at 160 for Monero. But it should be headed toward 200 soon. Hopefully 208, 357. Got to kind of see from there, but 427 is not a bad target to put in play. Have to monitor those as they go along. But there might be something going for Monero. If you're a Monero fan, things are starting to look good in your favor. Today is, or a few days ago. We're getting close to getting it to happen on the 3-day. Should be a nice little push up toward 200 here shortly, and it's sitting at 160, so might see her drop back to 155 in that area, but after that, looks like she is going to start moving. Ethereum Classic. Some people like to trade this one. She's about to get the go-ahead. So, in this zone that is currently in is a pretty nifty zone to be trying to pick it up. But she's going to do something. If this is your bag. Get rid of some of these lines here. Now we get a sign that we know where our bottom was. We think about $33 out of this, or $38. Definitely possible. 55 is even on the table as some possible targets here for a swing trade. As this one just slowly recovers its areas. And that swing high to this swing low. And see, our highest area here at 55 is just right above our 236, where we really got to get before we see some more action. Might see 116, 144 out of this. It's crazy to say right now, I know, until someday that it's not. It's going to have a hiccup here at $76 though. It did back there. Sounds crazy now, but you know, throw a couple of 20s into something right now and then, you know, pull out a couple of $100 bills later on. I'm also looking at Kava. She's looking kind of interesting. I'm not in this one, but we've confirmed her double bottom here. And here we are on the daily. Now this one's not ready to cross the 50 crossover, but we are getting the signs of the 9 getting ready to cross over. So what we're looking for is for this double bottom scenario to give us some more upside, and it may have a little bit of struggle. It may struggle a little bit. It's got some areas that it needs to get above, but mostly it needs to hold this area about 75 cents. If it can hold that, and that might be a good place to find an entry, a retest of that. We're at 81 cents now for Kava. Might see 75 cents come into play again. It's way down there 1 or 2 times here on the daily. But the bigger moves look very interesting for this, because this one could do something. Now, this one's a little bit more of a slow mover in my personal opinion.
I wanna tell you that I think you're looking just fine. I wanna tell you that I want you by my side. The way you move your body, the way I feel inside. I wanna take you for a ride.
We could be looking at 257, 258.
Do you want me to wanna be with you? You're the one that I want.
And from the areas that we're at above the 200 moving average on the daily, getting up to $1.54 would be a 90% return. Sometimes she likes to spike up there. We see that over there. It could also, if you play a little bit longer, be a nice 218% return. This should be your quickest move if you're just trying to get in and out. This play, this one might be a little bit of a struggle as it regains that grounds, but remember, this one also, for a longer term play, is also at 557. Although, you know, you'll be holding on to that one for, you know, a good 6 months or more if you're looking for something like that. But it may be worth maybe what you're looking for as an investor or position trader. But these are some of the altcoins that are at their juicy low areas still, where if you're trying to find an altcoin to build a bag that is going to give you some X's and returns, they're still there. One you may not want to sleep on is Atom. That's Cosmos. I think I'm going to go with the Binance chart here. And again, same situation here. These altcoins are getting ready to do something. And these are the last opportunities if you are trying to build a nice little portfolio, a nice little hodl bag. The train is about to leave. They're making an announcement. You got a little window of time that you can still do this. But if you hold your breath too long, a lot of these things will start taking off without you, kind of like Caspa took off without a lot of people who were trying to swing trade it. So I do see this kind of a hiccup up here at $12, most likely coming into effect with Atom. It's at $9 now. For just a swing trade, she's getting ready to head up there. She's ready to do some damage. Let's come to the daily here. The 9 has already crossed the 200. The 21's getting ready to. That's going to be bullish. And even from here, that's a nice 22% move. But for Atom, the benefit is holding this one long time, and especially staking it. Like on the Exodus wallet, you can do it there. The Kepler wallet's probably the best one. And then you can qualify for all kinds of random airdrops, and some of them can turn out to be really cool. And again, you're looking for a double bottom scenario that's ultimately forming here on the long-term picture. Nice. And once we get up to these areas, you're looking at a 1-to-1 move, bumping up that next level. Measure move starts taking us where Atom is around $28. Yum yum, I want to see that. And that's not even full-on bull market. If we had to guesstimate a decent target for a longer term hold, we should pull out the magic fibs and go for the magic resistance area, which is roughly going to be right through here, about $58 on up to maybe $62, right through there. And from where we are now, that's a good almost 5x. So, and possible airdrops and benefits coming from that, and you're also getting some staking rewards on the way, which are quite handy. When you start earning one Atom ever so often, well, you're earning $30 ever so often, or $43 ever so often, and you know that stuff can add up kind of quick. What if you're getting one Atom a day? What if you're getting 5 Atom a week? or 3 at them a week. When it hits about 50 bucks, that's 150 bucks coming your way just staking rewards. Think about that stuff. It's kind of cool. But a nice one to play. Look into it. But it's multi-chain, and that's becoming a big thing now. Especially things like Store Swap, where you see more and more exchanges giving you the opportunity now to trade cross-chain. Some of these wallets that we have. Notice that feature tonight, I think on SafePal. SafePal or Trust Wallet? I think it's SafePal Wallet. That was interesting. I'm like, yeah, if it makes it easier for me to switch some Ethereum token over for Bitcoin or some Tron or some other thing without going through all these buy, sells, transfers, this, that, taking it to this exchange to do this and that, pull it back in the wallet, and I can do it all there in the wallet. Yeah, pretty cool. We're seeing a move for that. That's part of our Web3 movement, part of our wallet technology there, and cross-chain stuff that as Cosmos is largely behind. Polkadot's another good one that's moving with that direction. WanChain's another one that's moving with that direction. Cosmos, I think, is the dark horse that is starting to really shine right now. All right, so let's look at some of the coins that have just been pumping our bags now. We spent this past hour looking at some that are getting ready to pop off. The most notable ones. The only other one I think I didn't go over was ETP, which I'm not familiar with at all. This is, Metaverse? That's it? It's called Metaverse? That one's getting ready to try to do something. Whatever this is. Just getting ready to try to do something big. And that looks interesting. What are you going to do, though? You need to do something big. Look at you. It's above the 9 moving average. That's good. It's above the 9's above the 21. See, it tricked here. It tricked us here. This one I think is for real. I'd be looking for 0.017 and then eventually just kind of shoot up to 0.022. She might pop. The chart looks horrible, to be honest with you, though. It's got a lot of work to recover. Like 8 or 9 cents, whatever this is. But it may just be a juicy bottom where nobody wants to touch this coin. It's going to 0, and then all of a sudden it makes a big comeback from being a penny to going at 50 cents, and dang, 10 bucks might go a long way in that case. Huh. This one looks risky, but it does have something going for it on the daily. If you're looking for a degen play, this might be a degen play right here, EPT. She's looking bullish as all crap here on the daily. And on the 4 hour, what are we looking for? She's regaining her ground here on the 4 hour, meaning right now is probably good accumulation time. All right, let's look at some of you guys' coins. Go over here and to the chat room. Somebody's asking about Chromia. I've not looked at Chromia for a while. She did perform well. I got tired of it back in 2020 because it was just taking forever to do hardly anything, and I don't know. I wasn't sold on it, I think is what it was. Yeah, I was in this bull zone. So I was out of this one quick, and regrettably, it's like, oh crap, you did turn out good, because she shot up from what, the 7-8 cents area, did a nice 10x there, and I guess I was trading with it in 21 here, looking at it, which it went on up to from these areas of about 20 cents up to $1.47. So she can make some gains. And you know, this is what you want for something that's got a use case. She's had some great areas, right? It did a support resistance area. This is cool. This high over here was now support, confirmed with a double bottom. She's getting ready to rock. Beautiful on the daily. It's above the 200 moving average. Looks like we got a breakout with a possible flag formation above it. What more can you ask for more upside? Thank you for bringing this one to my attention, because this got all the stuff that I look for when I'm like, yeah, I want to get in on some of that. Because we got a measure move taking us up about 21 cents right there. Just that trade alone, if you're just looking for a trade, jumping here at the 200 moving average and riding that up. That's about 78-80% gains. And you know we're coming up to this area about 23 cents because we got to get above that. That's our little range that we're in. And we may not get above it. And if we don't, it might give you some juicy times to accumulate again. Anywhere from where it is now, $12 or 12 cents up to 20 cents, before she starts making some of those mega gains back up to 60-70 cents. So pretty awesome. It's in a great position for a trade, for a swing trade. It's in a great position for an accumulation if you want to hold this longer. You could moonbag this, let this 2x pull your capital out and just set this one in your wallet, let it ride. Sell it when she goes up to $1, you know, as close to $1 as possible or more to $1. Boom, free money. That's the way to work this market. If you want a solid strategy to make lots of money, keep creating those moon bags. Do it all over again. And then you can have a whole wallet full of various crypto and you got no risk at all in it. You just got a number go up, or if it tanks, whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if but the ones that go up, free money, baby. The ones that may die out and tank, you didn't lose anything. So cool areas here because she wants to head up towards 45 cents eventually. That's the magnet that's pulling us up there. It's just going to take it a while there to get there. But the 618 is the magnet that we try to go to. Whether we're beneath it or on top of it, we're just kind of pulled to it. And that, from where we are now, is a nice 285% return. Not a swift move, but be pretty quick going from 23 to 34. That'd be a swift move. Up to about 34 cents is a nice play too. That's about 200%. Perfect moon bag place with profit. Osvaldo, hey, thanks for bringing up Chromie. I appreciate that. That was a good one to look at. It's got a good chart. So I gotta take a look at Rune. Oh, Rune here, yeah, and then Caspa. Because, man, Rune has just tickled me to death. And I see one of my, one of my decent bags go to like an awesome bag with potential to get even more awesome. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. In all seriousness. Because I'm not seeing it over yet for Rune. She just still wants to go. Still wants to go. I mean, we're going complete ballistic parabolic. I'm actually looking at 697, 849 is where I'm looking at from here. And we were talking about that possibility right here, getting in on this retest. You had to come down to a smaller time frame. This pattern, and you can even look at this as a pennant with this measured move at that breakout, and that's giving us a target there at 720. I don't have the right thing chosen there, do I? It's not a flap, it's a flag. It's a flag. So we got a nice little measured move trying to take us right up there from our breakout point. And we're sitting at 597, just under 6 cents now. Oh, I'm losing my room bag. Now you gonna buy me a Cadillac, so what you gonna do? Buy me something. Because I think we're going to see Rune outperform itself personally. Just my personal, well, my hope. I have put my trust in on this, but look at this area for this triangle pattern that we got. Look at all that volume that came in right at that breakout. That means that breakout was valid right there. That was the perfect buy at 97 cents. And I was nibbling all the way through here. You kidding? You get ruined around $1? Uh-huh. You know it can reach $16, no problem. Because it's already reached 6. There's a measure move for this little guy. There's a couple that we could do, actually. But this would be the most accurate one. $18. Your standard measure move there. Then you can get the Moon Boy measure move. The Hopium measure move. Where's our Hopium? Our Hopium could take us all the way up to right around $21. You do it, Rune. You do it, baby. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Daddy want to buy a sailboat. Not a sailboat. They want to buy a houseboat. Do it. Mommy want to go to Europe. Can you do $58, Rune? Can you? Come on now. You got that life-changing money. Leads up to more expectations on the other side. I like Rune. All right. Let's take a look at Kaspa. Before we do, I want to talk about Zilliqa, though. Ha! They remind me a lot of each other. And why? Well, one of them, now Zilliqa was mineable because I used to mine it. But I think it's like a hybrid. Now they went proof of stake, and they were the first things to do scaling, so they got a good history. I like them. Do I think that they're the end all be all? No, but what I want to bring up is kind of interesting about Kaspa too. What I've noticed about Kaspa, that kind of makes it. I love Kaspa, but I have a cause and concern. It's the same thing I have about Zilliqa. So I just want to bring up Zilliqa. We'll compare some similarities. Zilliqa is another one of those with a lot out there, right? It's got 21 billion. Sound familiar? Kinda, maybe. 21 billion. Now 17.2 billion of them are out there. It's got a small market cap right now. It can get higher. It can add a zero easy. This thing can do 20 cents. It did like 28, I think, last time. 24. It made a lower high this past market because I have more of these things coming out. It's got good staking rewards, 13% interest over there. That's what I got mine staking. I personally saw $800 turn into $12,000 last time, just holding this and staking it. It was crazy. Personally saw an income tax bill of $175,000. That sucked. Or 100, something like that, 120. So this little guy, 25 cents all-time high in 2021. Before that, it was like 29. Now, was that here or before? It was, I know. Or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, if you want to say you made a higher high, that would actually make me feel better. Maybe I'm twisting my head, but the charts don't lie. Only people do, and I'm a person, so I did not get that right. If 2018, all right, I stand corrected. You were just right under 20 cents according to this. Then you did make a higher high, and you came back and you didn't. Well, that gives me hope that you can make a higher high. I'd rather see you do that than make a lower high. Go, Zilliqa. Break that all-time high record. Do it. Do you. I could have sworn it. You reached 29 cents and bailed. All right, so this is what I got here, but let's take a look at Kaspa. Kaspa, we got 28 billion, 21 billion circulating supply. It's got a much bigger market cap already, no doubt. 2 billion. Both of them are layer ones. Zilliqa scales. It's supposed to be a really fast one, but I was never impressed with the speed of it. But I think my complaint here, and I've noticed this using Kaspa, that was when I send Zilliqa, I'm not charged a fraction of a Zilliqa when I make that transaction. I've got it wants to charge me 60 Zilliqa to make a transaction. I have to finagle with the gas and cut it down to where it's like 6 or 8 Zilliqa, and it will go through. You can do that, but it works pretty good. But think about this. You got a token like Ethereum. Think about this, Ethereum. What if it took you 3 Ethereum to send 5? Does that make any sense? Caspa does that too, and that I'm not liking that part about Caspa. That's the only bad thing I've got to say. But when I'm taking my Caspa off the exchanges, it's costing me 20 Caspa, and I'm like, why are we paying multiples of our unit here for gas or an expense to do that? My personal opinion, you should have had a lot less coins so that you can figure that on, a lot less Caspa, or at least it would be somewhere. Make it less than 1, man. No, we don't like that. I don't want to spend 2 Bitcoin to send 20 Bitcoin. That would suck. We don't want that. We need you to be a fraction of your unit for gas. That's my complaint about Caspa. And for Zilliqa, they both seem to be doing that. So just seeing that kind of makes, Caspa, yay, it could go to $1, it could go to $2. You send $10 of it, how much is it going to cost you? You want to pull it off the exchange, how much is it going to cost you? Those kind of things are just what's making me wonder. Not trying to bash Caspa, I like it, but I'm keeping that in the back of my mind because I believe that's what affected Zilliqa and some other projects like that. And why, we don't kind of see them at these great prices. It's too many coins and the fees are too high. I mean, if it's more than 1 unit, in my mind, it's too high. Work on that, Zilliqa, Caspa. But speaking of Zilliqa, she's making ground. She's at 2.2 cents. This is what she was doing. Double bottom here, part of a bigger double bottom. We're seeing this. We're seeing the big double bottoms come into play here. And if you're not familiar with the double bottoms, you've not watched my channel enough, and you're not appreciating the beauty of the double bottoms. It's the booty strategy that pays out. It just does. Just follow nature. Nature says buy the booty. The booty cheek is still down here, and it has not rounded up to 3.7 cents. When the booty rounds up through there, it makes the finish making that nice big juicy butt cheek. Well, the hips are going to come into play, and we're going to start seeing some nice big moves there, like up to about 14 cents. What I'm looking for, maybe even up to 19 cents. And this is just Zilliqa we're looking at. Now I want to zoom out and look at this price action here. That was 25. That was April. Where am I? I'm on Binance. This is about as far as I can go with Zilliqa. Okay, so and a lower high there. We may have some conflict with that over here. I'm just kind of interested about this channel that we're more than likely in right there. So wherever price meets that, I'll definitely see resistance at 14, 15 cents possibly. We're just kind of estimating now. This one's got some, I'm on the weekly chart, by the way, and I just lost everything. I don't know what happened there. But this one's got some nice potential. And if I had to put, completing the double bottom pattern, the target then would be about 6 cents. So Zilliqa is an interesting one. It's one that I'm in. Is it going to be a spectacular one? I mean, they might pull something out of their hat. I don't think it's in the leading that it was. I don't think it has the hype that it had before. And that area at 3.5, 3.7 cents is going to be a headache for it. And then again, right up here, about 7 cents through that area. But one to put on your radar for, a play. Now let's check out Caspa. Good old Caspa's pulling back to 10 cents, and you need to, baby, because I want to buy you cheaper. I have a problem buying you above 10 cents. I just do. Let's clean this chart up a little bit. It hit our measure move. Our actual measure move there. Went just a little bit past it. We had a measure move at 11.8 cents. As a breakout, I think I already erased the lines. We come to the daily, you can see my original thought. Same thing we're looking at for Bitcoin, or really similar to it. Breakout of a rising wedge, they go nuts, bonkers, and that's what I'm looking for Bitcoin. We got a retest of our trend line. It'll be slower playing out with Bitcoin a little bit sometimes, but it should be an impressive move that we're getting ready to see on Bitcoin, which will drag all this other stuff up too. Measure moves got hit nice. It flagged right under this one at 9.3 cents. Broke out of that, came up, and then hit this other measure move at 11.8, and we may be headed to 12.3 cents. 12.3 cents, it's likely we could get a lot of sell pressure there. A lot of people like to short things there. A lot of people like to sell out in profits there. It's a good place where there's going to be a lot of dumping. So the question is, will Kaspa still be strong enough to break through that? Or when we then pull back to some of these juicy areas like maybe 9 cents again? Or maybe we can come back to 7 cents again with a little bit of a steeper correction. Those will be juicy buy areas if you're patient enough to wait for that scenario. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen yet, but it's got a good chance. And what goes up does come down, and there's also the idea of coming back and retesting this area around 6.5 cents. At some point, right now everybody wants Kaspa. Everybody wants Kaspa and sees what we're seeing here. Man, it's getting ready to take off and move parabolic. Boom. At some point, they're going to sell it. They did it before. They sold out here. They pulled us back here. We can get another one. So if you miss the boat, you can still get in if you're patient, I believe, until it tells us something different. Right now, it's telling us that we kind of got this megaphone pattern going on the larger time frames there. And it can come all the way and touch the top of that, man. We might see 14, 15 cents out of Kaspa. Maybe a 786 retracement. We need to mark that, little guy. I don't have you marked. So we have no price history. It's in price discovery. And right now, Kaspa's got a lot of hype and a lot of value. And the scarcity of it, since so much of it is in circulation, that in the fair launch, that means stuff. That's actually got value. There you go. I knew I had to get you somewhere. You're right here though, right? So when I'm using this tool, we want to go from a swing bottom. And I may have to try this a different way. I'm going to get this whole leg there. And I'm coming back down to the first retest right here. Let me see how my lines line up there. Yes, that nailed it. That's 618. That 2618 right there nailed it. The 1618 held as support there. I'm swinging with this, and I'm not sure if that's a measure move that we got there. I don't think it is. We'll check, but there's a 3618 we can look at. 15.3 cents. It may come in play on Kaspa. With the fib extension, don't know that we would hit this, but 18 cents. Let's just throw it on the Bobby and see what happens. Let's throw 18 cents on the Bobby. All right, so since we have no price discovery, fibs and measure moves is really all we got to go by. And now we blew this out, so I'm going to clean all this stuff out just so we can see this chart. This area is this is a strong support resistance. This is 5.3 cents. At some point, you don't want to hear this now. Don't be surprised if we come back and tap that sometime. I'm just saying, don't be surprised. That's just the way this stuff works. It doesn't mean it's going to happen now, but eventually we're going to get a pullback. It's not just up only for Kaspa, but it is nice watching it go up there because that bag be growing. All right, so pattern wise here, I'm on the 4 hour. We're well above the non-moving average. Could get a possible rejection here at that 618 area and measure move area, which are working out perfect. Because that's why it's holding so well, because there's a Fibonacci area. We'll probably flag out. We'll probably have to flag out here a little bit. But the measure move was supposed to be to 13.2. Now I'm just kind of guesstimating. We're kind of just playing right now and speculating. But if we do get a flag out from there, that gives us confidence right here. Wow. So in other words, maybe this measure move to 13 may not hit. We're getting stuck at this fib. And we could possibly see a little flag and maybe come down, maybe even touch the bottom of this trend line. Yeah, we can come back, maybe do that, and then might get a breakout to take us back up to 15 from there. We'll just have to see. But this could be an area where we could see some rejection. It could be. Let's see if we got any other helpers that can tell us what's going on. Let's go ask the devil what's going on. He knows a lot more than you think, unfortunately. Where are you, Lucy? Where are you hiding? Lucy's way down here, man. Lucy's already gave this one the go-ahead. Lucy's down here. If you don't know, Lucy is the devil line. It is the 666 line. I didn't do it on purpose. It just lines up really good when you start looking at it. It plays apart. So we like to look and make sure that the devil's not doing something, because shame on you, devil. Devil likes to sit on that price action. She likes to sit on them candles and wiggle. The devil made me say that. Don't believe her though, she lies. It is the daily's giving us the green light go ahead, man. Caspa still looks very bullish to me. Ichimoku Cloud. Man, Caspa I think getting ready to pull a big one on us. She can do a lot. But man, I'm not seeing anything standing in our way. There's nothing holding us back right now that I'm seeing, other than this little fib that we're bumping our head against, and it looks like we're going to keep bumping our head against it like a, I don't know, bash our head into the wall until it opens up and we can go through. That's what we're doing. Go Caspa and pump my bags, baby. I really wish you'd come back down here and retest this area though. I would love it. So you're looking on the 1 hour still above the 9? I really like a retest, Caspa, I really would, but you're looking really bullish right now. You're looking hella bullish right now. But if you want to come back over here to like 9 cents, I got something waiting for you, baby. I got something waiting for you. I got a stack of it over here just waiting for you. I just think you ought to come back down. You don't have to hang around 11, 8, and 12 all that much. Come back. Come back to me, man. We just chill out, sit by the fire. Nice autumn evening, you know. You want some Dom Perignon? I'll get you some Dom Perignon. Is that what you need? Is that what you need, Casper? You need some Dom Perignon. I'll hook you up, baby. Come on. Give me a breakout. Give me something. Pull back to 9.5, Casper. Please. Please, Casper. I still want to build some bags with you. I'm not done. I want to build some fun bags. Don't make me pay a premium. At some point, she did not come back down and fill my lower orders that I had. She decided, screw you. I'm going over here and hanging out with these people that got more money and want to spend it on me. Because that's what I do. Casper seems to be a little bit of a gold digger, just likes to go with the highest bidder, but I'm not blaming it on her, you know. Pimp you out there, baby. Gonna put you to work. Striga says Peppy 2 moved a little bit today. Peppy 2 did move.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe.
We got a trade set up for Peppy 2. I don't remember this, but it's a working. Look, that was the juicy buy area right in here, right into the low lows, putting a nice stop loss and waiting for a target to be hit at 12,484. So it's up. She's riding above the 9. Would like that. Just needs to cross back over the 21. Let's move this trend line so it, or that little measure move line so it won't give it any negative thoughts. It lost this area, so a bearish retest of that. It may do some sideways action before it really gets up there. But Ichimoku Cloud's cool with it. It's got the green light here, so the indicators are looking good. 4 hour making some ground here in the cloud. I like that. I'm just worried about this guy right here. That'll be resistance, and see how it handle it. And it may get rejected and do the sideways. We may be going up and down for a little bit as it kind of deals with this, so it probably won't break up in it and go crazy. But just because it doesn't, it's not the worst thing. It's just got to fight its way on a new pattern. It is actually making a megaphone pattern, which will probably bounce up between. I don't see anything that gives me support for that other than this. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we are. There's our new. You got so many lines where you don't even know what you're doing. Well, we're kind of done with these patterns, except for this one. This is technically still a breakout. We got some options. You got some options. You can take a measured move from here at this breakout, and that says that we got a good chance to come up to 10401, 10401. That's kind of special. That's kind of sweet. Still, with this trend line being a pain in the butt. Most likely, though, I think that target's kind of a little bit off for what we're dealing with now. But if she breaks back above that, hey, it's on. I just, it's got to be something really bullish to do that. I think we're just kind of bouncing within here and maybe eventually hit it that way. So this one might take a little while, but she's in the cloud, so things are going her way. Things are looking good. Let's going to struggle with this line. That's it, honey. You see that white line, you run the other way. That's okay. Nobody blames you. You don't want to get mixed up with all that crap. Got bigger things to do, Peppy too. Go help out your half brother lost his leg. Half Peppy, he needs all your help. It's probably an ICU, probably where he needs to be. How's regular Peppy doing? Regular Peppy's coming up because I'm not in the hole that much. I'm now up $88,000 on my Monopoly Money account. You guys can do it, a Monopoly Money account over on TradingView. So if you want to practice without spending any money and setting up a demo account somewhere else, you just hook up your paper trading account over on TradingView. Yeah, it gives you 100,000 to start out with. See, the render's taken off. She's breaking through all of our patterns, just going up no limits. She's trying to make a run for it. She's running away from home like that wayward child that she is, saying, I've had enough, mama. I'm not putting up. I'm going to marry Randy, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And here she goes, but little does she know the 800 moving average is going to slap her down, because that is just the hard street. That's how it goes, baby. Nice, it made a higher high. You can't blame that. You can't deny that. That looks good. Let's get rid of some of this noise. That stuff played out. If you were trading it, that was your targets. I'm still kind of eyeballing this 337, 338 area. Now, is this a moving average? It's not a moving. I thought it was a moving average. It's a trend line. The trend line's still knocking it to the ground, though. So let's clean this guy out. Buy zones have already happened. If you didn't buy then, you didn't buy these jummy bottoms, well, I can't do anything for you, man. I mean, all we can do is say, hey, let's have some pretty good areas to buy. Here are trend lines. That's Lucy way down here. If you haven't noticed this, our moving averages are really starting to flip to the good side. And you can see this is the 366, 365. 366 works better than 365 when you backtest it. Where she pumps down to, you can see this. Where these lines come down to its support. I mean, these moving averages matter, and some of these bigger ones can help you figure out the story, but it pumped bullishly over Lucy's line, and now it's aiming for this 800. So these things are starting to line up a little bit better. You already had your bullish buy signal here, the golden cross on the daily. This one broke back into pattern, a channel that we're in. This one right here. Get rid of this line. And she may get rejected. She can get rejected right where she's at. She probably deserves it. Said something wrong. Got real smart with the bartender or something. I don't know. But she's about ready to get kicked out of the club right here. But at least she's making a higher high. Comes back to 228. Might want to buy some more. I don't know. But there is an argument to be made that, hey, maybe she'll go crazy. Maybe she's a little bit more bullish than you're looking at, Road Dog. Maybe she's going to make a run for it and just break all the rules. Break out of that cop car that she's ready to get into now and come up to 372. I don't know. She could go on a tear. Let's see if we got any confluence. Render. Do you render? Render me this, Batman. Huh. 382 at 353. I like it. 618 at 553. You can go with the 0.5. Don't ever discount the 0.5. I just don't mention it a lot of times. That's at 453. 553 is the main one I'm looking for, and maybe a 695. I like these two. You're trying to look for a good target to do something major. At this point in the game, the 618 and the 786 are two good friends. But if she makes a higher high, theoretically, by Fibonacci sequence theory, it should be $11, man. I like what I'm saying here. So we got this straight up area of resistance that we got to break through with render. That's where we're at now, $3. Psychological resistance. We're trying to break through that now, and if we do, well, you also get another major move. Golly gee. Because you just bumped up a level, and they all work out the same. Whether you're taking a measure move from the pattern or you're just taking the level, it's the same thing. Put it in the neckline or the channel. Gets us right up to the 618 area, right around 550, that area. That's where we're trying to head. If we can maintain above $3, we're headed to 550. Why even mess with all this other crap? I'm just going to take you off right now. That's just where your resistance is right now. I got faith in you, Render. Break through. Break on through the other side. Do what Jim Morrison told you to do. Go take some peyote in the desert. I don't care. Do what you got to do, but let's get you to the other side. Is this a cup and handle? Oh my God, it's a cup and handle. Like it actually could be. For realsy. But the measure move, we've already got marked up here at 449 because we do the Bukowski measure move. We don't do the crazy crap. Well, the crazy crap just gets you a bull flag. That's really all it is, the bull flag. And we already got that bull flag hovered. That's the low measure move. We want the real money. We want that real money to come. Could get a nice move up to 453 and then 553. She likes the 53s. She likes the older gentleman, actually. Time is up to 1780. You guys happy yet? I'm happy. You excited? I'm excited. Remember, it was around $12, $11. That sucked. We were all saying, dang, Time, do something. Come on, Time. Why are you doing this to us, Time? She's not out of the woods yet. I mean, she's been up twice. 2 days in a row up to $22, and now we bumped back to 17. We got to see the cross of the 9 over the 200. I think there's a good chance to do that for the following reasons. Ichimoku Cloud, on the red, on the other side, is going to vomit us up, just spit us out like a sorry drunk. And this 9 is going to cross that 200 moving average. And then we can start seeing some more upside out of Chronotech Time, because we deserve it after holding on it through all this crap. We didn't want it to dip down from $13, $15. Saying, what are you doing? Why are you staying down here so long? Why are you a stable coin? This was the last juicy buy zone, 1353 to 14, that we may see for a while out of this. Unless she wants to be cute and start doing the butt crack and just go through this accumulation again. Me and you gotta talk, because there's only 710,000 of you out there. You need to get your butt up. Quit playing around, Time. Come on, we know what you can do. Stop teasing us. Stop teasing us. Stop teasing us. Go hard. Everybody else, show what you can do. Come up to $38. Come up to $50. That's what I'm looking for. Don't do this butt crack thing for me. You made a higher high, so I'm holding you to that. A higher high makes me think. Still could be a deep butt crack. Ichimoku Cloud likes it though. Ichimoku Cloud says, no, I ain't wiping that butt. Not doing it. I'm going to support you to rise on up, girl. You just go. So that's what we're looking for. Give it a little support there. Time, you can do it, baby. I know you can. You're not like QNT. You are so much better than QNT. You don't even want to have that reputation as that lagger there that just wants to hang around the same price. You can do something. I got faith in you. You do good. I might sell some of my QNT bags for you. I'm just saying. Don't think I hadn't been thinking about it. I didn't get into QNT before it to be a stable coin. If she's only going to 5x on me and I know that you can 10x, baby, we can talk. I'll make a deal with you. I only take 10% too. I give you a good deal. So time looking more promising with a higher high there. If we just make a higher low, hey, let's start our bull trend, baby. Let's get this thing going. Strega says, Floki Safe Moon keeps dipping, and that it does. And that's why I nibbled back at it again with some of the profits that I took, because it made me some profits. Come on, Floki Safe Moon. What is you doing? So here's what Floki Safe Moon is. This area right, did we break below it? Did you seriously just go down below it? What are you doing? That was a couple of days ago. We talked about the possibility of a cup and handle. You blew that out of the water. You just screwed that all up. You went way too deep, Floki. But we still got this area. If we move this guy down, the support area right here, if we can get back above that, which looks like we're getting a candle. We may close a candle above it. We can wick below it, which we did. I bought on this dip somewhere. I took my profit, I think, before we got all the way up here. I don't know. I did okay. I'm very pleased. And then as she started dropping, it was down 33%. That's what I've seen. I don't know how accurate that is. But I added just a little bit more, and if it comes down again, I might add a little bit more there. It's got some room too. MacD is saying, man, I want to take you down to the floor for a few days. That's just what it says. So we might see some smaller areas, but the growth that I've seen, I'm willing to try this one again, especially with this pattern. Nice rounded shape and big pullback. Kind of testing this area. That holds. I like it. And I'm trying to get a measurement here. So I'm at 9 point. The decimal 9 zeros and 1046. And I looking at 9 zeros and 4421. That's almost a 4x there. It's 322%. Can't put a stop loss because this is on a DEX or pancake swap where I'm getting it. But this is, and I think it could go higher. I think it's got a good chance. So it's one of my risky degen plays that nibbled at. And if it comes down a little bit more, I'm going to nibble again if we get down to these juicy prices where we have 10 zeros. Oh, yeah. I kind of got addicted to that return that I got. It got a huge return, man. I put in a little bit of a BNB and got back basically almost a BNB with a moon bag left over. So why not? I added to it. It's just a meme coin. It's all it is. And they say that's what they are. Ah, blue water. Hey, we got Marco. How's it going, Marco? Strega says time seems suck. She's a slow mover right now, but until she's not. Of course, I can't speak from experience, because I wasn't in it back then, but that's a nice move right there. Man, going from $43... was that one day bumping up to 156, from 56 bumping up to 205. It can make some drastic moves, and it could still do that again. We're kind of on we maybe have a trend line here. Maybe on some kind of wild megaphone pattern. What if she just bumps up to 332 all at once? With the low maximum supply that's out there? Man, she gets the right news or whatever. Partnership or listing or whatever. It could go crazy because there's just so little of it. It just appeals to the degen in me, that the patient degen. That's something, that's an oxymoron. The patient degen. Sounds like the name of a show. Welcome to the patient degen. You're a moron. So we're getting a pullback. Is that what's happening right now? Some of them pulling back. AVAX at 22. Go, baby. So my BitUnix account, I ran her down, man. I got hit, man. I was up to about 238. Started this was $100. Finally doubled it. Had about another 40% on top of it. I went down to like $120. So I've just now made a come up with all this, and I'm sitting with the AVAX trade here with 320%. I'm kind of high on that for leverage, but my entry was good at 18, so we're kind of okay right now. Stop loss is in place in case I lose it. My TRB went against me. I think I got stopped out, so I wanted to get a nibble in. Somehow I got a little bit bigger of a nibble than I thought, but these are just some small things. I'm working and trying to get this little guy up, trying to see how far I can do the 100. They say that $100, doubling that and building a portfolio, that's the hardest thing. And my theory is, if we can get used to doing that and do that 2, 3, 4 times, you probably learn some good lessons, and I've been definitely learning them. But if you watch like BitBoy and all that, they always throw out these portfolios, right? And it's always, if you got a bigger portfolio, it's easier to make that big money and get your comebacks. It's when you're starting small that makes it hard. And they all the time, they give up on those $100 and those $1,000 portfolios. You know, they just kind of go, they forget, they don't talk about them anymore because they're not moving. They're not putting the attention that they need to. But if that's all you got, you're putting your attention there and you're working that little baby, and you can do it. And I don't know, that's just the way I'm approaching, especially leverage trading. I'm not going to start out with I've done that. I played that game. It's too easy to lose. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe taking the profits from here, putting it over into spot, and then seeing about doing a small account, see how far we can take that $100 in spot, because this is the time to start turning these little trades into some bigger money. I wanted to grow this as a portfolio and just kind of do it here. I may make a separate, well, I've already got a separate BitUnix account, and I'll be doing leverage on one and then spot trading on the other. But I do like this exchange. It's a nice one. You need multiple exchanges. There are links in the description, by the way. Just throwing that out there in case you don't have an exchange. Just saying.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Little eye candy there. So BitUnix, I think this is still going on. Deposit more than $10 at BitUnix and get $10. Make a futures trade at BitUnix and get another 20. I think that was October. They may have something even better going on right now. But I like the guys. They're just the representative or whatever. I don't know. I just really resonate with those guys. And some of the guys I've messed with, you know, didn't so much resonate with them. Get kind of, you know, you get vibes sometimes. And then, I don't know. Interesting. Tau, BitTensor is killing it. Makes you wish you bought more, doesn't it? Makes me wish I bought more. I really do. But I've got my little bag of it. It's a, you know, it's a growing bag. I like that. I just like, you know, if I bought 10 times as much of that, I'd be 10 times as wealthier right now. TAO. I think I was one of the few people talking about this through this video out over a year ago, talking about this little guy. I think it was about a year ago. It's been a while. Was trading it over on KuCoin. I know it was over here a year ago. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, she's been on my radar for a while in accumulation and juicy prices. Seeing her go down to $50 in that area, right? Where she was at 48. Perfect place to take off. But look what we did. We're doing what we were hoping to for much more bullish action. She may be getting ready to freaking go to the dang moon. For real, for real? I kid you not. This is kind of conservative here for this move. We got a measure move right up there about $200. Could be it. This is unorthodox what I'm doing now, but 250 maybe? At this point, we're in fib land again. Let's pull out our friend the fibrillator. The defibrillator, the fib trend-based extension. This was our first. Let's see what we can come up with here. Make sure she lines up there now. Make sure she lines up. It should be... I'm going with you. Well, let's go with you. That's your pullback. Don't know how accurate this one is going to be. Well, we got a measure move getting us some confidence at the 361, so 207. You may see that, but let's go ahead and mark this 4618. That's a little... That's this is a little hopeful. I'm very cool with you going up there, BitTow, or Tau. Remember this guy? Am I getting my numbers mixed up on these things? No, okay, I'm cool. This one has 21 million. I'm not sure what the circulating supply is right now. Let's see if we can get some better numbers here. BitTensor, I like it. It's an AI play. I couldn't tell you the whole details about it. It looked very interesting. I forgot all the details about it, but I knew it was enough to say, hey man, don't want to miss out on this one. So I bought some on the low, did not buy enough. If I bought enough, I would be like a, I don't know. That was a good move. Total supply is 4.12 million Tau, so that's what's circulating right now, self-reported. 21 million total. $696 million market cap. We can easily go to a billion. Might even go to a couple of billion. It'd be cool if we add a zero and go to 6 billion. I don't know. We add a zero, we're going to 1800. That'll make the few of them I have worth holding for all this time because I'm not selling them. She looked like a good sell at $70. She wasn't. I sold 1/10 of one and regretted it. Because it's doubled since then, so I'm not selling my BitTensor. Not doing it. It's available on Gate.io, BitGet, Mexi, BingX, Kujira Finance, where it's being sold at a premium at $203. BingX. So it's all-time high. It was 8 hours ago at $171. We are in price discovery, my friend, with BitTow. She doesn't know where she's going to go, but it's probably up. I needs a target. Come on, give me one. We're going to do you this way. We're broaching the 1618 right now. That's where we're, this move, swing high to swing low, the very first one. This is where I'm getting my 1272s, but we're at the 1618. We're getting rejection here. Is this the end of the road for you right now? It's a good chance for it to pull back from here. But it's already had its retest of this line. It's got some more upward way. There's another line, 2666. I want to mark that one as a possible. Some confluence with the other moves we got there. Basically, number go up for BitTensor. 358. Let's put that on the radar. I'm not doubting that you can eventually get up to 358. Just a little over a 2x from where you are. You can do that. You broke out of a bearish pattern to the upside. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Measure move should get us up to 204. Baybat, hey, welcome to the show. How are you feeling on Miria? I'm feeling a little depressed on Miria because I made a move thinking, hey, man, you look like you could do something. There's good things about you, so I took one account that I had on my SafePal wallet, the TradeSmith C, sold a lot of my crap coins, put it in Miria, expecting to move, and it didn't do it. Let's check in on it. Today I sold half of that bag and put it in on... Crap, I forgot. I got some orders stacked, but I haven't sold out of it. I do have a little bit, but she didn't take off like I was hoping. Doesn't mean she won't. She was just being a little slow. And then I'm also looking at this idea, you know, that we're kind of at a top point. It's a great point to where we could get rejected and get a pullback. Maybe make a little handle here, maybe come back and do a double bottom. Don't want to see that. It could happen. We do have a crossing of the 22 of the 200 moving average down there. And just to say what I'm talking about, we could get a pullback down to this area at the 786. It's a possibility. Not saying it's going to happen, but just for a negative scenario, if we can't make it past where we are now, we could see that. Which means there might be some juicier areas to buy this. There's a bullish scenario too, we'll get to that, but this is kind of the pullback scenario. If we can't get past this area. Because she's already had a nice run up. I don't call this a bull flag because we're headed to the upside. We broke a trend line here. And testing it for resistance at an area of resistance is looking a little tired to me right now, to be honest with you. Just price action alone. We'll bring in some indicators here. VMC likes it for the daily. VMC's got hope for it. I just got to see something happen here with this level at under 5 cents or half a penny. So let's do a little fib magic here, see what we can figure out. We're above the 236. Good. We need to hold that. That's got to hold. So a pullback would be probably a pullback to there, fib wise, and we would want to see that area hold. So this buy zone, I am now going to say, well, I'm just going to erase it because it's just not dealing with me. This is more in line where the 50 moving average might move. I would want to see this area hold. This area's got to hold. So I don't want to entertain these guys. Just look at the moving averages and they'll give you some targets there. And then, whoops, back it up. What's this line? The 382 is what we're above now. If we can hold above that, 0.00455, that holds. That's awesome. We'll put that green as being support and possibly a buy zone. We can come up to 0.0666. I mean, these are short moves, but yet they might be nice. That's like a 30-40% move. 78% when we come up to 0.008. But I mean, the one I would be looking for overall, take it a little time to get there, was 0.012 cents. So that's got a likelihood of hitting. That would be their new higher high. And on the daily chart, I mean, that could be another two to 3 weeks away, fighting our way through here to do that. But just maintaining this level is very important. And there's some nice profit to be had in between there. So I don't have anything bad to say about it. I just needed it to move a little faster for what I was doing. I'm not out of it. I've learned never to sell my whole bag. Unless it's something I really just don't care about, but a lot of times that'll come back and bite you too. But then again, you don't want, 600 coins to track because, well, that's a pain in the butt. A little over diversified there, but not saying I have 600, but give me a couple more weeks, I might make it. That's my downfall. I end up being in too many. But I do like to funnel those things into the more of the projects that I like, and lately I've been funneling some things over in the Caspa. Haven't bought it above the 9 something cents though. That's Even I have my limits at some point. Like I said, I just don't feel comfortable doing that anymore. This just feels like straight up FOMO. Buying them green candles, you know you're not supposed to. You should have bought it when it's 2-3 cents. Hey, you'll live and you'll learn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes you don't always get it right the first time. Sometimes you gotta take a go at it again. But we might get them juicy prices back at a 5.5 cents, you know, in a couple of months. You may see that. You know, think about me selling me a wick away. You know, maybe we see something. I don't know. It don't go straight up. You be patient and dump all your savings into Pepe. Good old Pepe. Oh, Grizz says Sinverse. Hey, Grizz, and I meant to go over this too. Grizz, if you're still here, Sinverse. Where did I put this? They've got something going on right now up until I think the 20th of November. So let's check that out. This is important because I think you're going to see a little bit of dump around the 19th. I put I did put it in a Telegram. We could see something happen with what we saw with the NFTs and stuff, with the land sales, and how after that price is kind of, you know, nobody needed the Sinverse anymore. But the marketplace goes live. There's a better. They keep putting more out here. This is where all the news is. The big things are coming. It's got some hype going on right now. So some profit taking is due, in my personal opinion. I'm moving some over. Selling as we go higher and higher. Just kind of layering out just a little bit. Taking some profit as this thing starts unfolding, because since we buy low, that's what we do. We dump on you guys when you start seeing the news. Hey, everybody's talking about Sinverse. Let's buy it. Well, those of us that bought lower, thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciate that. Thank you. Keep doing it. That's how this game works. It depends on when you get in. And if you get in early, you get some benefits. Why are you talking so weird, road dog? Find another voice. I'm trying to find the one that I was looking for. It's giving us November. NFT marketplace watch is November 20th. Now, I don't know. I'm just expecting a sell off, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. Might that make more demand for Sin after that? Maybe, but I'm still thinking probably more not than so. And if it does, I've still got the rest of my bags to just pump up. So I'm trying to work my moonbag strategy as we do this. Probably not. Where'd you go? No. Because I think I started covering Sinverse early in the spring. It was on this double bottom move that we had that actually turned out to give us a lower bottom in this big old fat butt channel that we're in. But she got up to 0.017, and you know, at that point we're hopeful, but we are looking at the possibility. I remember parabolic, it's going parabolic, and I drew the line up, and then I expected sideways down. She went down lower than I thought. I didn't expect her just to drop all the way back to 0.5 cent. The land kept going lower. I just kept nibbling and nibbling and nibbling, and now that I nibbled and nibbled through here, it comes up back up to 0.016. I'm dumping on all your asses that are buying it there. If you're buying it there, I'm one of them that's dumping on you. I'm just saying. It's not huge though. I can't move them. There might be a move to 2.3 cents though. I am looking at that. This is kind of cool. Notice I did not say I'm selling out of all my bag, because we could be headed up a lot. I just think we got a good chance to kind of... Where did you go? I think there's a good chance that we can get some rejection in these areas and come back for maybe a retest area. So maybe we come back 6, 7, 8 tenths of a penny. Then I want to buy some more and anticipating for these bigger moves. That's the game I'm playing right now with it. But I've got to be careful, because when you come look at the smaller time frames, it looked like she had the possibility of flagging out. I'm not seeing that so much now. We had a possible head and shoulders move that broke to the downside to a measured move. Came right back up. I think that was just some manipulation. We've really got something like this forming with some resistance here at 0.0124 in that area. That's interesting. That guy has like a 55% chance to break to the upside, is that correct? No, not this one. Ah, crikey, you don't have that one? There you go, 64% chance. I have to look at my little cheat sheet over here. Hell, I can't remember all these triangles. You guys need a cheat sheet. I think I'll put one over in the Telegram. You might have to dig for it. But, might not look nice and fancy at the time. It looks like this. It gives you all those percentages. Got lots of stuff over there. I'll probably have to dig some of it up and reorganize it. I need to do that in my spare time. We got our wall sheet cheat sheet, which I can't point with this, but a lot of people think we're in the disbelief phase. Depends on where you look at it. On the left-hand corner bottom or the right-hand corner bottom, you know, it kind of cycles around, and that's where we are. Where it goes up and then we have a pullback. I don't know. Maybe. So Sinverse, there's a possibility there might be a measure move here, and I think that takes us up to the 0.23. And either this is that move or this one gives us confluence for that. We could be looking at a situation like this. And if so, you know, I'm just going to put some more Sinverse over and take some more profit down through here. Not much. I'm not selling all out, but I'm going to make it worth my while for having to go through all the pain you put me through, Sinverse, doing jack squat back here. You know, under half a penny. Yeah, you owe me for that, and I'm gonna make it pay. So, you know, throw out all that news, but it can go higher. I like Sinverse. It's like it's a gaming thing. You know, I'm not really all that big into the gaming coins, but everybody else is, so that's why I am. And, you know, another nice little measure move. I think we keep covering that same measure move. 2.4. And we could go right under 4 cents. Let's do that. Come on, make my bags really, really happy. But overall, I'm hoping for eventually a little bit of a pullback and start buying some more, building those bags back up after I take some profit. That's just my play on it. Riz says when he gets ready to go, I think it'll be very nice. I do too. Checking over here on the chat. Haven says numbers go up. Yeah. Strager, you're still in wait mode? For building bags, this can be tricky, but there's still some out there, like we covered earlier, which may not be the great ones to, you know, everybody wants, but there's some that are set up to do nice. But it's a great time for trading right now. Strager's in taco phase. Well, that's a good phase to be in. Tacos are good. Love the tacos. DeFi guy's in the house. DeFi guy's the first guy that turned me on to A-Star. I thought he was talking about Astera, which turned out to be a crappy ass project. A-Star's good though. My only problem is they don't like us having it in the US for some reason, so I got a bag sitting at MEXC that I can't really do anything with. This is not it. This is Asian Star. What the hell? We're on crypto, right? A-Star. A-Star. They got it on MEXC. They just won't let me have it or trade it on MEXC. And I think I could through the SafePal wallet through that back door. I have to go check that again, but it did give me that option one day. For those of you who don't know and have trouble trading MEXC for whatever reason, like if you're in Canada, the SafePal wallet is a pretty cool wallet that will let you do that. They used to do it with Binance, but they had to cut ties with that. I got to trade on Binance through that wallet for about a year after everybody got kicked off. And then finally, I had to move all that stuff over, and that was a bitch as usual. But you can trade MEXC over there. The leverage perpetual futures over there, the list is long. They probably have more of that than spot. They've got a lot of spot over there. They start looking good, support resistance flip, and just headed up to the upside. And I'm looking for about 11.5 cents to eventually come out of A-Star. Eventually. I'm eyeballing. Whoops. I'm eyeballing 32 cents. That's a long range target on this guy. Which I think is kind of yummy, because from right where we are up to there, we're sitting at almost 7 cents now out of A-Star, right? 300. 50% move basically. But since we got this little guy up, the situation that we're in now is that we got to get above this 236 fib level. That's at 8.8 cents. If we do that, we can work our way up to the 17 and 21 cents. Just kind of zigzag our way up to those juicy levels. And eventually hope for the 32, and that's just my long range look at this, but we're making a double bottoms pattern here. The ye old juicy double bottom, and that has a measure move for itself at 20 cents. But it's a possible double bottom right now. It's not been confirmed, but it's probably what we're trying to do. We're just kind of jumping ahead and guesstimating. Did I got the right one? A double boutum. That says pos as impossible. That's what it says. I swear to God, that's what it says. Nothing else. So jig jag whatever, we come up here and I don't know, we break above it or and flag out, or we get rejected and zone out. I don't know, but once we confirm that, we got a chance to eventually bump up to this area. Just how it works, ladies and gentlemen, and eventually we'll come up 26 cents and higher out of A star. Bela. I've not looked at that one in a minute. I was in it, but I actually got out of this one because I don't know, I lost my conviction for it. It was a small bag that I had anyway. But I thought I would go for some faster horses. Symmetrical triangle, which I never trust. Never trust a symmetrical triangle, which has dropped the whole market. Bela, the good things I can say is that it's on the 5-day, it's finally above the 9 moving average. It's claiming the 200 moving average on the daily, so that's good. It's making headway. It's making some good progress. Could you possibly actually have a cup and handle? Do you really?
I keep all 5 moons really close. I drink your blood, my daily dose. City built by
Takes us up to Lucy's moving average. I'm rocking with that.
never done. Everybody.
If you guys didn't see what I just did there, and I'm not a... Some people are calling cup and handles left and right, and some people they just don't get it. And if you don't pay attention, you'll see them come down and do a double bottom because I don't think they read the memo for how they're supposed to play out. But price rises into a true cup and handle, has rounded, not sharp bottoms, nice rounded. And the handle did good. It didn't come back past 2/3 of the way down. Looks nice. Moving average is also confirming. We got a green dot here on the daily. The measure move for a cup and handle is the same as you do for a double bottom, and I've taken the extent of that from the lip line. This will be our lip line for the cup and handle, which is currently a measure move at 11.89 cents. We take that measure move, we put it to that lip line, and then we got confluence for right up here to this area where Lucy likes to hang out. She is the 6/6 moving average. She is the gatekeeper of whether or not you pass or not. And so I'm looking for a good move out of Bela. So another way you can play this guy is when you get a break out of the... It could be tricky. I mean, the true way to play a cup and handle is that you wait for a price to get above the lip line, because if it doesn't do that, it's not going to work out. What good does it do to flag out and then do this? You got to see price get above that lip line, and that's the traditional way to play a cup and handle. You wait for the breakout of the lip line. There's a lot of other versions going on, like, oh, as soon as you see it, jump in. And, you know, it may not be a lot of time. Dude, there are people out there calling handles on just anything. People out there calling handles for this. When you get a higher high, you get higher high, you get this. That's just that's trend. That's your price action. But just because you do this, that's a handle. You're hearing all kinds of stuff. But the biggest argument I gotta say, the best ones are when price comes into the lip, or to make that when price rises up. Those are your best ones. Now what are you doing? I put memory in you, dude. You need to be working with me. You got a new power supply, and I've got a new computer to replace your butt too if you're not gonna play ball with me. Why are you doing this? You're not drawing for me anymore. Why? Give me that brush. There you go. You do act a little bit more snappy. Now, some people are going to look at this as a, a flag, and you can play it that way. I mean, you can. No wrong in that. It's legit. I just think you might actually have a real cup and handle that could actually take you higher. The cup and handle is actually supposed to be, but the flag will kind of shortchange you, I believe. The cup and handle is one of the best. A true cup and handle is one of the best performing patterns out there. And so when you see somebody just using them willy-nilly, and then half the time they just run right over them when they don't play out. It's the reason they don't play out, because they got to adhere to certain rules, not come down too far. And I see a lot of those rules just not really followed. I'm kind of picky on that. Maybe I'm just a butthole, but if you want to learn the real rules, read William J. O'Neill's book, or just come over to thepatternSite.com and look up cup and handle. And you can get the real download, the real training by Thomas Bukowski, a true professional trader, not somebody on YouTube calling them one. This is a guy who actually tested all this stuff. He will break down how this all works. And it is one of the most coveted patterns out there. So I get a little, it ranks overall performance 3 out of 39 when it's identified right. But right now you got a bunch of people out there just teaching willy-nilly what cup and handles are. And so what they're doing will not play out as well as what Thomas Bukowski's will. That's what I'm saying. I run with Bukowski on that. I'm a little anal about it, if you haven't noticed. Bela looks good with a lot of higher targets, and when you zoom out, man, same thing we're looking for. Much bigger double bottom, possible double bottom pattern. Much bigger targets, and we could see up to 79, 89 cents eventually, and that's one of the reasons why I started wanting to get in on this. But I think I did exit. I think I exited all my position to move it into. I think I moved it into Caspa when it was in profit. Sorry, Caspa's moving. It wasn't a bad idea. All right, guys, the time is now 11:42. Been on here since gosh, how long? Well, we started 9:30. 2 hours again. I just get lost with time, dude. But a lot of coins earlier in the stream, we were covering some of the ones on the daily. Have a good chance of taking off some really good swing trade ideas. So if you're like an investor-minded swing traded position trader, taking it slow, you work a 9 to 5 or something, whatever. Gosh, forget you work second shift, the worst shift ever. Retail or anything like that. You don't have time for all this. Those trade setups for you to help you make life-changing money. There's some good ones that will give you some good returns. We'll be focusing a lot on that as we have those, because we're leaving that stage of the market soon, where if you don't have your long-term bags hold or packed, you're going to be missing out on some of the biggest opportunities to change your life in this. Those long-term bags hold for the next 18 to 24 months are the ones that are going to put you into where you can tell your boss, just I ain't coming in today. Yeah. Nah, I just killed it in crypto, man. Yeah, I'm going to travel the world now. Screw you guys. You got that opportunity now, and you may not have it in the next cycle, because everybody's going to be looking for it then. I don't know. And then also, if you're the traders out there just looking for trades, whether you're using leverage or not, I know that several of these places have some nice trading places. Oh yeah, it was MXC that has a lot of it. There's just going to be some good opportunities as Total 3. This is our altcoin market cap completed a very bullish pattern, inverted head and shoulders, falling channel, however you want to look at it. They're both saying number go up, billions and billions. About another $100 billion is expected to come into this market over these next few weeks. we are getting ready to go for a little mini altcoin run. This is not altcoin season, but it's a nice little taste of what it feels like as more money will be coming into altcoins. And we want to be on that train. And so if you don't have your bags packed, nibble. You can DCA in the ones you like. Try not to buy the ones that are going up. Wait for the pullbacks, because there's always pullbacks. And even Casper will get its pullback, if not today. But your bags be pumping. And those of us that have been collecting, you can see it now. You find it that it's worth it. Holding on and during that pain, you're making it now. I'm proud of you guys. I want to see you make some life-changing money, change your life. Tell the man to kiss it. We don't need you. We're traders now. What better business model can you expect? You want to start a business? You buy things cheap and you sell it higher. That's what your basic business is. That's what we're doing right now in crypto. And doing it the slow way, and the investor way, you don't have the tax implications that you do for the day traders that are trying to press you with all these big profits on leverage trading. I'm telling you, taking the slow game, playing this part of the market, is where you're going to see your biggest games. You guys are doing it right. I'm proud of you. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet high off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist.